So now as you can see, I have my basic HTML tags here, and I gave it a title of embedded map, and I linked my HTML to my CSS. And for my CSS, if you look at it, I don't have anything here. And I have an image that I want to use for my background image. That's all I have, with an image that is inside a different folder called images. That's actually all I have. So the first thing I'm going to do is to create a div with a class name of container. And I'm going to give a h1. And within this h1, I'm going to write a text of embedded map, of Code Dev Academy embedded map. So I'm going to save this. If you look at my browser, this is actually what we're having. So let me head to my CSS here and give a general styling. I'm going to make my margin to be 0. And I'm going to make padding also to be 0. Then box sizing is going to be border box as usual. And that's all we need. Then we're going to target our container. And we're going to give a height of 100%, 100 VH. A height of 100 VH and a weight of 100%. Now what we're going to do is to give it a background image. If you remember, I have a folder called images with an image in it. I'll go to my folder here, images, and I select my image here. And I'm going to write background repeat to be no repeat. And I'm going to give it a background size of, I'm going to give it to be cover. I want it to cover everywhere. So this is actually what we're having here. For my h1 here, I'm going to target my h1 and give it a color of white. And I'm going to give it a font size. I'm going to give it a font size of 2 rem, and let's see how it's going to be. So let me take it to be 1 rem. Now, okay, this is actually what we're having here. So what I'm going to do now is to embed my image here to my container here. So, but the first thing I'm going to do now is I want you guys to go to your browser and search for Google Map. If you search for Google Map, then you select your specific location that you want to select here, just like what I'm having here. So in this case, I'm going to select a location called Guarimpa here. I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to be shown a share button here. I'm going to click on that share button, and you're going to be seeing an embed a map here. Click on it, and you're going to be shown a link. So you're going to copy this link and head back to your HTML here. When you come back to your HTML here, you're going to paste this link just like this. This is actually what we're having when I paste this link, a link of iframe. But if I save here now, I'm going to be showing a map. It's loading. Now I have a map here. If you look at the top of it, I'm having my H1 here, and I'm having a map. But now what's next is to size this map. So what I'm going to do now is to go to my CSS here and target iframe. If you look at it here, this iframe, you're going to copy it just like this. You're going to head to your CSS here and paste it. Take this down. So the first thing you're going to do is to give it a weight. So I'm going to give it a weight of 80%. It's going to contain 80% of my container, and I'm going to give it a height of, let's say, 60% of the container. Now I'm going to be having a weight of 80% and a height of 60%. If I want to take my container to the middle of my page, I'm going to head to my container here, which is the parent container, and I'm going to give it a display of grid. And I'm going to give it a place item of center. Now I have my image to be at the center of my page. I can decide to increase the size. So let's give it a height of, let's say, 80 pixels. Now I have my map with a height of 80%, and I can also give it a border. If I want to have edge corners, I can give it a border radius of, let's say, 20 pixels. Now I have my map to be having a border radius of 20 pixels. Apart from that, I can also change it to be having a dark mode with a property of filter. Write filter here, and you're going to write inverted, and you're going to give it 100%. When you save, now I'm having a dark mode of my map here. I can also zoom in, I can zoom out, That's actually how you can add a map to your website. If this video is helpful and if you gain something out of this video, please like this video, and if you want to join us in exploring the world of CSS, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for your time.